You know what? I was really encouraged by some of the things I saw defensively. I told those guys after practice that we had a bunch of sacks today, and obviously that's a good thing. When we're talking about sacks and getting pressure on the quarterback, and really probably the last practice prior to today was probably one of the better defensive practices we've had here. I can say since I've been here. Been really impressed with our corner play. I think when you can play well at corner, it gives you opportunities to do some different things there. And I think our defensive line's coming into their own, and our first group's moving around pretty good, so I was pretty encouraged by that.
Anybody get nicked up today, Coach?
Yeah, I did. I got Parnell banged up a little bit. Christian tweaked his hamstring a little bit. And Stephen Page tweaked his shoulder a little bit. Hopefully it's nothing that holds us back from scrimmaging on Saturday, but if we need to modify it a little bit, we will. Maybe just put those O-linemen, D-linemen up against each other and don't worry about anything else.
Dante Tanner just switched positions?
Yeah, I moved Dante back over to quarterback, give him a look over there. I think you guys can see that we gave Dante 7 practices over there on defense to kind of give him a fair evaluation of where he is athletically compared to the other guys we have. And then at quarterback, I like the fact that he's mobile. We may not be able to run the full playbook, but he can run with the football. And he's creative, and he's just got to make good decisions. You saw him here when he rolled out on the naked and tried to throw a deeper ball instead of just throwing the flat for a first down. And that's the part of it we got to get worked out with him. But he's got a live arm, and we'll see how he does here the next few days. And I think he's got. I know this: we could put Dante Naney in there and run him and the football, and chuck it around a little bit, and we'd be just fine.
Any Wildcat options there, Coach? Pistol, huh?
Wildcat, quarterback, run. Those are all part of the things that you have to carry when you have a quarterback that can run. But that's why we recruit them. I wanted to give him a fair shake though at safety, and Tanner played safety in high school, so got a chance to look at him a little bit and see how he does the next 3 or 4 days. When we moved him over there, he said he wasn't afraid to hit anybody. I said, well, we're going to find out Saturday if you want to hit somebody.
What's the plan Saturday, Coach? Any focuses? That type of thing?
We'll do the normal, obviously work on all 4 phases of the kicking game. Trying to continue to work on that. Coach Bryant's been, we've obviously changed a bunch of things that we're doing as far as schematically and fundamentals and those kind of things, and different personnel in different spots. But we'll work on some coming out, which is obviously we're pinned back, goal is 2 first downs. We'll work on some moving the ball, work on some red zone, work on some 3rd down there, and then probably finish up with some 4-minute offense as long as we're healthy, where we're simulating that we have a lead and we're trying to close the game out.
I think Chris Elkins we're bringing in today. He's been probably your best.
Chris Elkins, he's been one of our best offensive linemen. Last year he was a first-team all-conference player. He's an overachiever out of Beaver Falls, Pennsylvania. Came in here 250 pounds. Just works hard, does things right. Elkins is a guy that played for us as a true freshman. Normally you'd like to redshirt those guys and, develop them. But he's kind of a quiet leader of that group right there. It's been a pleasure to be around, and last year he was our best offensive lineman. He won our Offensive Lineman of the Year award. Shoot, we got one guy that went to the combine, so that's pretty good for a guy that's a junior, and hopefully we'll continue to have linemen that play like him.
What kind of things did he do early on in his career to earn that kind of playing time?
You know what? He was just relentless. He was a guy that would get his hands on you, played low, fight you, scrap you. Not the most impressive guy necessarily to look at, but just a tough guy, an overachiever, and that's you got to have guys like that.
This is the time of the spring, Coach, where you try to be, you get the work in, but you got to be careful not to push guys too hard and get those, let those nagging injuries.
It's a fine line.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a very fine line, But we're still being pretty physical. I don't know when you guys got to practice today, but we're still banging them O linemen and D linemen around pretty good. I'm dead set on that's where we're going to win some football games at right now. I think we got pretty much the other pieces of the puzzle put together. We've got to continue to be dominant on the line of scrimmage, game in and game out. That's easier said than done in this league.
Nate Cox, obviously you guys.
Yeah, Nate's God came in here obviously in January, and obviously you guys know his past. He's got a unique history there, but really the last 3 or 4 practices I've kind of seen him come into his own. I think at first it was kind of an adjustment playing with a tight end there. You know, a lot of times these junior colleges and even high school offenses, there's no tight end involved, so that's been a little bit of an adjustment. But you know, he's got natural leadership ability, and he's been a pleasure to be around. He's doing very well in school, and I think he has plans to get married, I think this summer maybe or next summer, but I know that's in the works. And he's been a good guy to be around. I expect him to be a leader of our group up front.
You could maybe he add on the field where you.
Well, I think, you know, I think he can give us a presence there at that 6 technique, and that's where that tight end plays. You know, a lot of times, you know, the game of football, when it comes to running the football, it's a battle over that C gap. And what the C gap is that's the gap between the tackle and the tight end. You know, and there's a fight going on there for that. Who owns the C gap? At the end of the day, it's as simple as that. Is in the running game, who owns the C gap? And that's where that guy plays. You know what I mean? So you better be a bad boy, and you know, whoever has the best C gap defender's probably going to win.